everybody. Today we're in this basement and we're going to replace these single pane old basement windows, and we're going to put some glass block in there, make it more secure, make it a little more energy efficient. The first thing I did is I busted out the concrete that was on the bottom, the sill. Just knocked that out with a hammer and crowbar, and just busted it all out. And now we can pull that window out, and it's simple. It opens up, and then it's made to be able to take out. It's a little rusted and corroded, so it's not coming out real smooth, but we got it. Now, next thing we have to do is cut the frame, the steel frame that's in there. So I got the Sawzall and I put a metal cutting blade in there. And when they put these windows in, when they laid the block, they put them in that way. There's no way to get them out without cutting this frame. So usually you can cut the top or bottom in the middle there, and then you can pull them out from there. I think in this case, I cut through the bottom, and that thing was so loose, I was able to actually get it out without cutting all the way through the top. So there it is. And now what I did, I got this deck board. It's 5/4 treated lumber, and I'm going to cut that to length and put that on the bottom of my window. It's an inch thick, and that way it fills in what I needed. Otherwise I'd have a 1-inch gap at the top. I didn't want that, so I put this treated lumber in there, and now I'm able to set the block in there. The glass block, that is. Now they're kind of heavy and a little hard to cumbersome. They're a little cumbersome, so if you're doing this, be very careful. And it's a pretty good fit. I got about an inch gap on each side. Top and bottom are tight, but I've got an inch gap on each side. And here I'm just measuring the gaps, making sure everything's consistent. I don't need to slide or move anything. And then I took this piece of scrap, and I was just tapping a little, get it, tapping it here and there, get it to move, an 1/8 inch, a little bit here, whatever I needed to do. Now I have this packing material. This is some old packing material I've been saving. I had in my shed, and I've had it for years, and I've used it different ways. And it's good stuff. It's thick. It makes like a good backer rod for this job we're doing right here. So it's about 3/4 of an inch thick, so it fits in there nice and tight. So I'm filling them gaps on the side with this real dense styrofoam type packing material. And it makes for just an airtight fit. There it is. The gaps are filled in, so I got a nice tight fit all the way around, top, bottom, and sides. Now I'm going to mix up some thin set mortar. I got some quick setting thin set mortar, and we're going to mix it up in these buckets, and we're going to use that to finish this job off. Now when you're mixing this stuff, keep in mind a little bit of water goes a long way. If you add too much water, if you end up you add more mortar, and then excuse me, you could potentially run out of mortar. But if you start off with a little bit of water, you can always just add a little bit of water and go for that creamy consistency. So there you see I got a putty knife. I'm filling in these gaps with the thin set mortar. Just smoothing it off, and then same thing. I laid that mortar on that sill, and we're just smoothing it at an angle. We'll finish it that way. What I like to do when I finish, I take this paintbrush and I just dip it in water, and then there I'm cleaning the glass. You can see I'm kind of getting some of the excess mortar off the glass. Excuse me, but then you can take it, as long as you keep getting it wet, keep dipping that brush in the water, and you can just skimming across the top of that mortar, and it makes a nice finish, like you see there. And there it is. It's all finished, done. And thank you. And we cleaned up the glass with a rag, and it's looking good. It's more secure and more energy efficient than the single panes that were there. Very nice. All right, another job done. Thanks for watching again.